Hello and welcome. I'm Noah Adams, and this is my self-help book, Noah's Self-Help Book by Noah Adams. You're probably reading this because you need some help. You need to get your shit together. Maybe it's a little, maybe it's a lot, but one thing is for sure. You need some help, buddy. You may have previously been a strong and powerful woman or man or cat that understands human English, but now something has happened and you have lost your way. What is it you want to accomplish? Do you want to be the life of the party? Or a better lover? Or maybe you want to play the piano, but you think you can't because you weren't born with any fingers. Well, my friend, I am here to tell you that you can play the piano, even if you don't have any fingers. Think about it. Why don't more people play the piano without any fingers anyway? Who is to say we are to do one thing the way everything else is to do is that one thing? Sometimes the answer is right in front of your eyes. Some topics we will cover in this book are minding your own business, how to truly see the world the way it is, relationships, stress, physical fitness, babies, personal hygiene, work, in-laws, some foods I enjoy, and therapy is for rich white people. It is my ultimate dragon goal hole to help you, help me to help you help yourself in a new and empowering way you never thought possible. Let us hold hands now and walk together on a journey of self-discovery. You owe it to yourself. You are special. Chapter 2: Minding Your Own Business. If you need help, well, then I have some news for you. Scientists have recently discovered that 85% of all of our own problems can be boiled down to one simple human daily error: not minding our own business. Why do you care so much about other people's bullshit? It really honestly has nothing to do with you. It is as simple as that. You cannot help everyone. Do you know why? Because you need to help yourself first. There is a popular modern phenomenon and entertainment trend right now in watching other people's lives on a show called a reality television show. Yes, and this is a voyeuristic and perverted endeavor. Who honestly cares which roommate ate the last yogurt cup? Who cares about Bobby's alcoholic sister? Who cares if Marla did butt stuff with Jimmy last night? This means nothing to you. You think that it does, but it does not. Remember that, write it down, and put it in your shoe for later. This is important. Once you begin to mind your own business, you will start to realize that you are just as fucked up as they are, and it is finally time to start looking inward. Perhaps the reason you haven't been feeling so good about yourself lately is that you really don't know yourself is anymore. Take yourself on a date, go to a pumpkin patch or a soda fountain, and tell yourself that you love yourself. It is okay to talk to yourself in public. People do it all the time. They think that they are talking on their phone, but really, they are just talking to themselves. Chapter 3: Open your eyes, dipshit. You know what they say. You can't see a rainbow when you don't have any eyes. So why don't you open them? Or perhaps you do not have your eyes anymore because your neighbor dug them out with a chopstick in a late November boating accident. Well, in that case, you may need to get a set of bionic eyes then. But where does one get a set of bionic eyes? I bet you are asking right now. Well, there are a few options for that. Community outreach, thrift stores. Sometimes you should walk on the other side of the street And also, an elbow is not the same as a knee. Remember that. You would be wise to utilize those eyes in your noggin. Life is not an Etch-a-Sketch rendition of two Japanese grandfathers having sex in a public bathhouse. It is about finding that inner rainbow in all of us and treating leprechauns with respect. But why is it we often don't see what is right in front of us? Why are we constantly running into walls when the door is right there and the knob is saying, "Hey, touch me, open me up. I want to show you something special"? Well, it is because we are scared. It is the same reason when you go into a restaurant and see married couples not talking. Instead, they are on their phones. Essentially, they are closing their eyes. Yes, and if you think about it, that is not good. Especially major metropolitan lunchtime eateries. Lots of people just come inside and sit down and close their eyes. And it is really weird if you are still on the wait staff trying to take an order, but everybody is sleeping. Time to set an alarm, my friend. Open your eyes. Do not be afraid. It is a beautiful day today. Chapter 4, Relationships. Are you having trouble with men? Have sex with a woman. Are you having trouble with women? Have sex with a man. Already done both of those? Then I probably can't help you. Some things I can tell you, though, is that if you're dating a woman, she is always right and you are not. And the same thing if you are dating a man. You simply can't be as right as them. You will never win. Ever. The earlier you come to understand this, the earlier you can truly begin helping yourself. Instead, perhaps try sunbathing with some lemonade, and if you need a little extra excitement, ask a stranger if you can suck on their toes on the bus. Look, relationships aren't easy. We all know that. But you know what else isn't easy? Advanced books on origami. Have you ever tried to make a 134 folded point frog? Chances are you haven't. The first time I tried to make the frog myself, I only made it through 17 folds. But do you know what? I did not give up. I tried again. The next time, I made it through 42 folds. And then the next time, 79. And then finally, you know what? I made that fucking frog. Yes, I did. I made a frog out of paper. And you can too. This is a metaphor for our relationships, if you think about it. You must continually fold your lover until they turn into a frog. And then you can give them a kiss and they will turn into a prince or princess. I bet you've always wanted to meet your prince or princess charming, haven't you? Well, now you can. Chapter 5, Stress. If somebody tells you, "Don't be stressed, be blessed," simply punch them in the face. Then maybe they'll stop saying stupid things like that. People say a lot of stupid things that are often the sources of our stressors. But they don't have to be. I had an uncle once. He used to glue people's mouths shut when he didn't like what they were saying. It worked for him for a while, but eventually he drove into a bakery. I find it is best to offer people mints. Then they will stop talking as much and their breath will be better. There is nothing worse than a mouthful of camel breath. We've all been to the public library before. Okay, yes, it is true. Some people do not like the mint flavor. My friend Jason has always said, "Why am I going to eat a candy that tastes like toothpaste?" And frankly, Jason does have a good point there. So sometimes you will need to put other things in their mouths to stop them from talking. Let us now brainstorm some things we can put into strangers' mouths. Toy cars. a bumblebee, 7 unlit candles, a pile of leaves, old lasagna, new lasagna, a laptop computer, a 4-leaf clover, a pair of eyeglasses, some bamboo and cinnamon, half of a hot dog, 3/4 of a hot dog, a full hot dog, your toes on a bus, a red left-hand glove, a balloon full of paint. Yes, I'll bet you're starting to have some of your own ideas now, aren't you? This is good. Do you see? You are creating now. The more we create, the less stressed we will be. Chapter 6, Physical Fitness. It is a widely known fact that Beyoncé is the most beautiful thing ever created on this earth. We all know that. But we can't all look like Beyoncé. Trust me, I've tried. Just be yourself. Maybe you're a Kelly instead, or that other girl from Destiny's Child we can never remember. Okay, so you're a few pounds overweight. Who cares? So you're skinny like a javelin and your friends like to throw you headfirst in a target spread spray painted on stacks of hay. Hey, that's okay too. Just be yourself. You are beautiful. You matter. You matter and you are matter, and this matters because your matter cannot be exchanged for another matter, no matter the matter envy you may feel. Does that make sense? Let me explain further and retouch something we were talking about last chapter. Mints and toothpaste. They are not exactly the same, and eating a mint does not count as brushing your teeth. We can still tell that you ate a dump truck full of onions for lunch. You saucy man, you. That is why hygiene and physical fitness are both important. What comes around goes around, and essentially, if you are breathing it, you're eating it too. Breathe, eat, bathe, repeat. It can be a tumultuous cycle sometimes, yes, but each and every step is important. Treat every day like an erection at prom. Be proud of it. Hang a sign on it that says, yes, I washed myself today, and if you like, I can give you a sponge bath as well, perhaps later this afternoon. Before you know it, your appointment book will be filled with salacious suitors who want to blow you in a Chuck E. Cheese parking lot. Physical fitness, I'm telling you. Putting the S back in fit when the sickle is fizz. Chapter 7, Personal Hygiene. I've already touched on personal hygiene several times, actually, so perhaps it would be wiser to instead change this chapter to some foods I enjoy eating. Some foods I enjoy eating are pizza, Chinese food, teriyaki chicken wings, Indian curries, goldfish, Twinkies, strawberries, pub mix, cashews, cheese, pho, broccoli with soy sauce and mayonnaise, a bucket of fried dough, salsa and marshmallows, pineapples, pistachios, steak and eggs, steak and potatoes, a leg of lamb, thick-cut bacon, Virginia country ham, horse, bagels, cheesecake, ziti, biscuits, fried chicken, red beans and rice, etouffee, jambalaya, fried oyster po' boys, onion rings, garlic, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, hippo meat, milkshakes, garam masala seasoned potatoes, pat see-ew, clam chowder, stuffing, Caesar salad, beans, the magical fruit, what's that running down into my boot? A scoop of ice cream, 2 scoops of ice cream, catfish, gummy worms, gummy bears, red vines, Snickers, Milky Ways, caramel, and most importantly, taffy. Chapter 8, Babies. Don't have them. There are already too many people on this earth. Are you in a failed relationship and you think having a child will fix it? That's just fucking stupid, my friend. Chapter 9. Work. Don't like your job? Get another one. It's as simple as that. Also, it is important to remember that selling things on Etsy isn't a real job. Other jobs that aren't really real include white reggae musicians, cat whisperers, and insurance salesmen who are all actually just con artists. Chapter 10. In-laws. These people cannot help you. Unless you are a man, then you can get your fiancé's parents to pay for your wedding. But otherwise, avoid in-laws at all costs. They will cause you nothing but hardships, and they usually have very bad taste in music. Chapter 11. Therapy is for rich white people. It is as simple as that. Therapy is for rich white people. If you need help beyond this book or talk therapy, then go to a bar and pay the bartender the same amount you would pay your therapist. It is the same thing, but you can also drink while you are doing it. Chapter 12. You have now been helped. I hope this book has been helpful to you. You are no longer a worthless dingleberry. You have now graduated into a beautiful and productive member of society. But never forget that there is still a long journey ahead for you, my friend. We are always changing, always learning. If you remember the principles and ideals set forth in this book, you will go far in life. Oh, the places you'll go. And once you help yourself, you can begin to help others. But first, you must help yourself. I'd like to close with a story about my old friend Clint's aunt, a woman with thick glasses that bought her bread in 6-foot-long roll form. When we went to visit her, she told us of a time she was driving, late at night, and suddenly Jesus appeared next to her in the passenger seat of her Lincoln Continental. They did not speak. Jesus just sat there, eating a bag of peanuts, and that was that. I hope this book has been helpful. Remember, real men don't rollerblade. Now, go out there and help yourself so you can help others, and we can all help each other. You are special. You are loved. May you be helped. Helpy, help, 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 help.